Ooh, my glasses are really foggy. I just came from like inside the air-conditioned hotel room to come outside to talk to you guys, and here we are. The humidity is great. Firstly, I guess I had said that I was pretty sunburnt, and so now I'm pretty peely. Oh, look at my poor nose. Yeah, yesterday being the middle of the week, my brother got married, and that was really amazing. Really emotional at times. It was overall a really great day. And we went to a club afterwards, and I have never been to a club. I've never done anything like that. And I knew that my brother wanted to go. I was like, sure. Me and my sister were pretty much the last ones out of our group, and we came home at around 2, crashed immediately. And today I'm like so sore, like my legs, my core. I woke up maybe at around 10 and I was ready for a nap like an hour later. So it is about 4 now, I'd like to say. We went out for breakfast, went by the pool, and then it was pouring rain. It poured and poured and poured. Now it seems to be clearing up a little bit while still like super overcast. My sister and I just had a really good nap. She's still in bed. I just woke up. And we're going to dinner tonight, and then we're going to go on a crazy excursion tomorrow. So I'm super excited for that, and I hope I get a lot of footage. I don't want to say anything about it just yet because I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. Okay, snapping back out of it. So at this point in time, I'm about to go on an excursion the next day. And I would have gotten all of the footage in the world for this, but it seemed to be very dangerous if I had my phone on me. And the next time I ever do anything cool like this, or I go on a vacation, I'm saving up and getting a GoPro. I've been looking back on all of this footage since October, so I really wish that I had footage of that because that would have been dope. We did 2 things, and one of those things is briefly in this video. But the most important part was that we were going on a jungle Maya thing. We are going to be rappelling into a cave and swimming in underwater caves in fresh water and ziplining and stuff like that. So if you have any valuables, you may not want to bring them because they will probably get lost. So I'm like, phone, sorry, wish I could bring you with me, but I'd rather not lose you. Glasses, bye, just bought these, don't really want to lose glasses again. So we hopped on this crazy tour bus that was like meant for off-roading and like going through a legit jungle, and it was the bumpiest ride I have ever been on. It's like being in the back seat of a bus times 12. We are brought to this giant cave, and it's extremely dark, and I can't see, and I'm already terrified of the dark. And we are being led to a Mayan leader through candlelight, and he had embers burning in the center, and he started speaking in Mayan and giving us this traditional ritual that they used to do because they believed that underwater caves were kind of like the underworld in a good way, not like Hades and Hercules, but that is where the souls went when they died, and then they would be resurrected and like reincarnated. Because we were going underneath into these underwater caves, the shaman leader was like giving us protection and making sure that our trip was safe, and it was really beautiful. Like we didn't understand what he was saying because he was speaking in Mayan, but it was a really powerful kind of moment. Afterwards, we rappelled into a cave, and I was super scared. I was like, I've never been strapped up to something before. Like, these are like the craziest roller coasters I'll ever be experiencing, like zip lining. I'm rappelling myself down this cave, and we have to just let go of the rope at the end because you can either go into the water really slowly and shock your system because it's so cold, or just let go and splash right in and make it just quick and easy. And that was incredible. Like, after swimming in chlorine water and swimming in the ocean for so long, not like I'm really complaining here, but being in absolute fresh water with like other small minnows and stuff like that, like it felt so good on my skin. It was like, like when do you ever swim in fresh water? Like, it just doesn't happen. And then we did a bunch of zip lines, and some were long, some were short. I think there were 5 total, and that was just dope. That was just so dope. Like, all of these things I've never done before. We went snorkeling, and our tour guide had this sick flashlight, and we were able to see all of the rock formations that were under us. Screw the zip lining, screw the rappelling. Like, I could have just looked under me all day. Like, the cave is dark, so you have no clue how deep it is, which makes it kind of scary. Once the flashlight is under the water, it's like a really peaceful moment. Seeing these rock formations forming over millions of years, it was really incredible. It was really cool. And then after that, we went to Tulum, which it's coming up here. It's kind of a short moment because Krisha and I were just like dying of the heat. It was like the hottest day, and we already spent like 3 hours in a jungle, so we're like super tired. And then we just like found a village and got pretty drunk.
Name, another theory that we have is Tulum in Maya means stone. So Tulum means like the city with stones, right? Because of the walls that you guys are going to see that we're surrounding the city, right? So the place that you guys are going to visit.
Unfortunately, at least for me, we're at the end, and there is absolutely zero footage from this day because I got hammered. For the last day, me, my sister, and Krisha ended up renting out a little cabana. I noticed my dad and my new brother-in-law, I didn't get married, my new brother, I guess. My new brother's there, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna like chill with my dad and like my new brother for a little bit because I haven't seen my dad like all week, so I might as well enjoy this vacation with him while I can. And I am like heavily drinking, and at resorts, I'm assuming that liquor is extremely watered down so that they don't have like a gajillion drunk people walking around, but let's just say that the vodka sodas weren't. And then Paul, my new brother, is like, what do you want to drink? And I'm like, fuck it, I'll have a vodka soda. So I order a vodka soda. He's like, I'll have one too. And we both cheers and take a sip, and we're like, whew, okay, that is a lot of vodka. So we drink enough to be able to ask the bartender to add a little bit more soda because that shit was strong. And we probably did that 3 times and then ordered maybe another few vodka sodas. Very quickly, I realized how fucking drunk I am. And I end up finding my real brother, who's also drunk, and we end up watching people wipe out at like the surfing thing, like across the resort. And I, at this point, am like ridiculously drunk. I forgot my smokes, and I'm like, damn it, like they're back at the cabana on the other side of the resort, and somehow alone I drunkenly found myself back to where my sister and Krisha were. I was just like walking the perimeter of this resort for maybe about a half an hour. Found my way back, chilled for like 2 seconds, and then laid down in that cabana and passed the fuck out for like 3 hours. I almost didn't make it to dinner. Krisha had to force me to take a shower with cold water to like wake me up and make me like a little bit coherent. And that is like pretty much all I remember from that day. Just getting absolutely wasted and blacking out. And then I went home. I went to Mexico for my brother's wedding. Congratulations to Clint and Trish. And that's about all I have to say about that. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification bell because I make new videos sometimes every week, but maybe not because looking at my track record, it really ain't that good now. So can you guys please stop and try to film an outro? Thanks!